Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you tuning in. In a second here, I want to show you a video clip of an event that just happened with a certain bank. And I want you to tell me in the comments what you think about it, but I'm also going to go in how it relates to the coin and bullion business and how I believe this is going to affect us down the road. If you would, please like and subscribe too. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. You're helping me build the channel. So watch this clip and I'll be right back.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we get started, I want to extend my sympathy to the millions of Americans who've had their lives turned upside down by Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene. I know I speak for all of us in expressing my gratitude to the first responders on the ground who are carrying out rescue missions. And I want to thank all the volunteers who are helping their neighbors get through these storms. And now to the subject of today's announcement. Today, TD Bank pled guilty to multiple felonies, including conspiring to violate the Bank Secrecy Act and commit money laundering. TD Bank has also agreed to a $1.8 billion criminal penalty. Combined with civil enforcement actions announced today by other agencies, the United States will be imposing a total of approximately $3 billion against TD Bank. TD Bank created an environment that allowed financial crime to flourish. By making its services convenient for criminals, it became one. Today, TD Bank became the largest bank in U.S. history to plead guilty to Bank Secrecy Act program failures and the first bank in history to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering. This is also the largest ever penalty under the Bank Secrecy Act and the first time the Justice Department has assessed a daily fine against a bank. As part of the plea agreement, TD Bank will fundamentally restructure its corporate compliant program at its U.S.-based bank, which is the 10th largest in the United States. The bank has also agreed to the imposition of a 3-year monitorship and a 5-year term of probation. While the bank has started its remediation, it will continue to remediate and improve its anti-money laundering compliance program to ensure that the bank operates lawfully and safely moving forward.
Okay guys, as you just seen in that video clip from the Attorney General about this bank, you gotta love banks, right? I know we all just love these banks, but you've seen that they were hit with a $3 billion penalty over U.S. money laundering failures. I'm reading from an article online. In a shocking turn of events, TD Bank, a major Canadian bank, is expected to pay a staggering $3 billion in penalties. They were not doing their due diligence and monitoring these transactions, and they were ignoring a lot of stuff. What else is saying this article? According to reports from one of the media houses, TD Bank's U.S. branch said to plead guilty to charges related to its failure to prevent money laundering. In this case, drug cartels, which are organized groups involved in drug trafficking, were able to move money through TD Bank without being detected. So these banks are under extreme scrutiny to, combat and monitor this type of stuff. Illegal funds being transferred and money laundering, all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, this stuff's going to trickle down and it's going to affect small coin shops or big coin shops or bullion dealers. It's going to affect us all. Anybody in this business or anybody who does this stuff, it's going to affect. But it's really going to hit the small coin dealer the most. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean. As you may know, what happened to me a little over a year ago, my local regional bank that I had an account with for a number of years sent me letters and they just closed my accounts down. They didn't give me a reason. There was no recourse for me. They just basically said, we don't want to do business with you anymore. And, by the law, they're allowed to do that. They're technically considered private businesses and they could kick you out at any time. So if you didn't know that, you should look that up and be aware of that. But for any reason, anything they don't like, anything they think might be suspicious, they're going to get rid of you. Now, as a coin dealer or a bullion dealer, I am under a lot of scrutiny, and I have to keep my, my ducks in order. I have to have a current AML program. Every year I have to get an inspection from an independent AML guy, and you know, by law, I have to follow a lot of the same rules that the banks do. But I believe that, like with this TD Bank, it's going to spook some of these other banks, and it's going to trickle down to coin shops where they're going to make it even more difficult for us. Because right now, even for me to walk in and open a business account, pretty much at any bank at this point, I have to get approved from their back office. And I have to give them all sorts of documentations. I have to give them my AML program. I have to explain to them what I do and blah, 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 blah. Right? It's not that easy. The last one I opened, it took 3 weeks to get an approval. I mean, I was actually calling the branch manager, saying, hey, what's going on with this? You know, I gave you everything. But they're very strict about it already. And I know a lot of people like want to blame the banks for when these, you know, these types of businesses get closed down. And I don't like them, and I don't care for what they have done, but I understand where it's coming from. It's coming from above. They have to follow these laws and rules, and any businesses like a precious metal dealer, for example, they're going to deem high risk. Unfortunately, down the road, I think they're going to be under so much pressure that it's going to trickle down to us as coin dealers or bullion dealers, or maybe even just jewelers and stuff like that. It's going to trickle down, and it's going to be maybe nearly impossible to find a bank account to do business as. And this is why I'm saying I think a lot of small coin dealers, a lot of small local bullion dealers, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, they're going to be gone. I don't think there's going to be many left. I've been saying this for a while. I think it's coming. I know how, you know, I think about it, how I feel about it, and I know how a lot of other dealers feel about it. And it's been spoken about on some other channels that if the pressure and the red tape gets too much, they're just going to close down because it's not worth it. You know, I mean, I make a decent living. I'm not getting rich. At some point, is it even worth it to be in this business? You know, if you're not making, you know, if you're making millions, I understand. If you're not making that much, it's not worth it. To me, it's not anyways, and the stress. But I think that's where we're going. And I think it's all a part of a bigger plan. I think we're going to eventually a cashless society for sure. It's already being tried. It was tried, I believe, in Australia by a bank, has gone cashless, not even checks. Look that article up if you can find it. Australian bank goes cashless. It's pretty interesting, and I think that's a test run, and I think it's coming to the United States too eventually. And I think the days, in my opinion, of these small coin shops, these small local bullion dealers where you're able to walk in, buy gold or silver for cash and stuff like that, I think those days are numbered. I really do believe that. You know, these banks might pick it up and become the bullion dealer at some point. I know you can do that in Canada. I think you could go buy precious metals in Canada from banks. I don't know if you can sell it to them. I'm not sure about that. I don't think you can, but I know you can walk in and buy them. But you know, this is where we're at right now in society. They want to go cashless. They want to go digital, and I just think like stuff like this with this TD Bank that they broke the law is gonna affect the small coin dealer, and I think this is gonna ramp up over time. But you know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know your opinion about this. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm wrong? That's fine, no problem. Leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please like and subscribe. It's helping me build this channel up. I'd like to build it up some more. You know, I've told you guys in the past, I'm not doing this to make a living. I'm doing this for fun. Although it would be kind of cool if I could build it up enough where I could actually make some kind of real income from it, would be great. But, you know, this is the way I feel about it. Let me know. And till the next video, guys, I'll see you then. Thanks. Have a great day.